All right, Ms. Johnson, so today we're going to go over another session of parent-child interaction therapy. And specifically today we're going to be we're going to focus on that child-directed interaction piece. So as you can remember, we're going to focus on using the PRIDE technique. And PRIDE, which it stands for, is praise, appropriate behavior, reflect, appropriate talk, imitate, appropriate play, describe appropriate behavior, and enthusiasm and enjoyment along the way. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Great. Do you have any questions?
Not that I can think of.
Perfect. Okay, so, I'm pleased to hear that, and please let me know if you have any questions later on. And like I said, so we're going to be using that PRIDE to create positive interactions with your child and to reinforce appropriate behavior. So remember that the purpose of this session is essentially to reinforce the positive things that your child is going to be doing and to show him that, or to show her that the positive behaviors will get rewarded and that negative behaviors do not get rewarded. So this phase of treatment focuses on establishing that healthy relationship between you and her through learning and applying those skills to help her feel more secure in your relationship with one another.
Yeah, I remember. So last week went really great. I really liked that my daughter was super involved and definitely wanted to behave well. I was a little nervous when we discussed the second part, the parent-directed interaction. But in context with the child-directed sessions, I think I can do it without an issue.
Awesome. Well, I love to hear that you're using your E in PRIDE, your enthusiasm and enjoyment. You are enthusiastic, and it is shown in all your therapy sessions so far with your child. So before we go into session, I wanted to give you a few more examples and to refresh your memory a little bit. So when we see appropriate behavior, I want you to praise your daughter and remember to label it. So this term labeled praise essentially means that you want to tell your daughter when she did something good. So saying things such as, great job holding that action figure gently, or excellent job playing quietly and keeping your toys on the ground. So keeping that praise with a label. Secondly, we want to reflect appropriate talk. So if your child says something like, I made a tower, then you want to say, you are right, you made a tower. Third, we want to incorporate some of the enthusiasm in there to further praise your daughter. You can say things like, or when she says things like, I'll put my car on the corner because it's appropriate, you can imitate that. Next, you want to describe appropriate behaviors. So if your daughter says, look, it's a green block, then you want to say, that is a green block, and a really bright green block. So you can imitate that to show that you're paying attention and to essentially help her also build her vocabulary. How does that sound?
It sounds good, but what if she throws a toy or throws something at me? That's something she might typically do.
Great. That's a beautiful question because that definitely does happen. So if something like that does happen, all I want you to do is use your extinction procedures and to ignore the inappropriate behavior. So we don't want to reinforce that behavior by telling her, don't do that. We just want to use extinction and not give her any attention.
Okay, I can do that.
Perfect. Well, let's get you into the room and start the day. I'll be there I'll be here right here to coach you along the way. So if you're struggling or need assistance, you can let me know. Here's your bug in the ear, and we'll get started.
Great.
Cars. Good job. You're doing a good job playing with those cars.
Nice job using your label praise, Mom. Great job.
Look, I made a tower. You did make a tower. You did a great job making that tower.
Mom, that's a beautiful job reflecting her talk. It's appropriate. Great job.
Oops. Look, the blue one's on top. That is a blue one on top. A nice bright blue one.
Nice job describing the appropriate behaviors. And I love your enthusiasm. Great job being happy throughout it. Great job using your extinction procedures.
I'm gonna put all the cars over here. I'm gonna put my car over there too.
Nice job imitating her play. I like the enthusiasm as well. All right, so I think you did a brilliant job today. How do you feel about what went down and all the interactions?
I felt good. I think it's getting a little easier every time I practice, and I think we're doing a lot better.
I think so as well. Yeah, you and both Shelby, your daughter, is doing great. So I think next time we can start trying out the parent interactive interactions. But for now, we'll keep with the child, and you did great. So I'll see you guys next session.
Great, thanks.